And it was in Ohio, so people advertised. People put in around their shop big signs say "Go Bucks."
Go
Right?
Buck. Go Buck
Football
guy.
season.
Yeah.
The football season, so Go Bucks. And we both came in. We went crazy, right?
Yeah.
We bought everything, all the clothes, everything. We got to the checkout. Wow, it was a lot of money.
Yeah.
100 or something. So we said, oh, I thought it's Go Buck. It's $1 each. That's what we thought. So everything go. They're gonna sell everything for $1. That's what they said. Go Buck.
That's what we thought.
Go Buck guy.
Go Buck guy. For football.
Yeah. It was so embarrassing. We couldn't afford to pay, so we had
Yeah.
to take everything back. So no more Go Buck. That's why we go blue now.
Yeah, go blue. Don't go Buck.
Yeah, and refugees. Now you're talking about refugees. It comes back with what's going on in Afghanistan. So we have a feel for it, but they survive. What we went through is just two young ones started a family without mom, dad. We were too old to be adopted and too young to be on our own. But we were too young, barely 20s.
But
You bought your first car where?
at the flea market for $75. Yeah.
Flea market, the biggest one.
It's the V8 is very powerful engine, but the steering has to go like this to go straight. If you put it straight, it's gonna turn. I think when the guy installed it, he didn't install it right? He installed it this way instead of put it this way.
There's a hole on the floor and everything.
Yeah, it's so funny. So that's the first guy in a flea market.
Yeah. Terrible. But we didn't know that. Now thinking back, that that was poor. Mm-hmm. But then that's all we had. We didn't know how poor is, how rich is. Mm-hmm. We had money. We worked.
Yeah, we had
money.
Yeah.
We were so happy.
But one time I had to work 3 jobs to support.
Yeah.
That time we had Lynn and we were very poor.
Your mom, after your mom was born, it was in the early 80s. With the steel industry went downhill.
Right. Yeah.
So everyone got laid off.
Yeah.
And I just had Lynn, I just had your mom. Mm-hmm. And then all of us got laid off.
Yeah.
So we ate all the food in the fridge, everything, until the fridge was empty.
No more food.
Milk, no food, nothing.
Yeah.
So we stopped because we came from the Lutheran church. Told us that no government dependency, no welfare, no food stamp. At that time, we couldn't understand why people would give free things. We saw people have welfare, food stamp. They talked about it, but we didn't have idea. Wow. We wasn't clear what welfare or food stamp is. Mm-hmm. Night, baby. But so we didn't know how to get help. Those people, they would know, they would have welfare and food stamp. We worked all the time. We paid tax right after the first paycheck. Mm-hmm. Went to tax, and they said the refugee don't pay tax. We pay tax right the first check. But we didn't know how to get help. All the food was gone, and we was actually hungry. No milk for your mom either. So we called Red Cross. That's in our background that we know. Red Cross is the cross that would help people.
There's a Vietnamese guy.
There was a Vietnamese lady was there.
The lady,
so they came over. They saw no food, nothing. They gave us a whole bunch of food stamp. Yeah. Emergency thing. Yeah. And then we went to grocery store. We went to Kroger. Huh?
Yeah.
They gave us, I think, few hundred. At that time, was a lot.
No. Just 100.
Just 100.
Yeah, about $100.
About 100, but that was a lot at that time. So we shop. We filled up the cart. It was a lot of money because every week own made money, and we worked the money left over for grocery and gas about $10, more than 10, and 20. Another one to pay gas and bill and everything. So our grocery about over $10 per week. But this is we got 100.
Wow.
That was a lot.
That's a lot of money.
The Red Cross gave us.
So we bought it all.
Filled up the cart, right?
More than $100.
More than $100. Night.
Good night, Henry.
Henry.
Love you.
Night come. So we couldn't afford to pay, and then everything had to went back, and then we only got a few things, but that helped.
That's what helped, yeah.
See how innocent we were. We were young, and nobody helped us to adapt the culture. Nobody lead us. But there were couple individual, not the whole church, but the individual lady Mrs. McGee and Madame Drulek, that we call mommy. They kind of one teaching us English, one like let us stay with a few weeks before we get our own place, this and that. So there were people from church helped us. A few. And Dr. Suk got us coats.
For winter.
Winter was
so
cold. Brutal in the 77 when your mom was born. It was coldest year. It was 15 below zero, 15, 16.
20 below zero. Wow.
It was record in those years. Very cold.
And that's how we have a car. And then suddenly, because of the engines overheat, during the cold like this one, overheat, I couldn't believe it. Why it's so cold but engine overheat? Kind of weird, right? So I took to the gas station, and then the guys went to me, said, your radiators froze. No circulation to cool that engine. That's how the overheat come in. So stay inside the garage for a while to warm it up, and then put more antifreeze in, and then it's good to go. But that's what very surprised me. Couldn't understand.
Yeah, that was a record in 77. So when
maybe.
Ong drove by, your mom was only a few months old. So by one hand hold.
That time is the Volkswagen Beetle.
Had a hole on the floor, no heat. So every time Ong took me to a market or drove me somewhere, one arm holding your mom, the other one I just wipe the snow off the windshield.
Put a hand outside.
Yeah, wipe the windshield so so Ong can drive that cold.
Yeah.
But we made it. Can you believe that? Now looking back, I don't know how we did it, but we did it.
I worked 3 jobs.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.